And you're going to see coverage just like you are now. But those of you lucky enough to have ESPN2, well, there we will have primarily on-board coverage throughout the entire run. It's an experiment. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. White flag comes out. Jacques Villeneuve on his way to victory. 2 key passing zones ahead. Will Unser Jr. try him? Unser Jr. may not. If he stays there, he has the championship anyway. But let's remember, little Al loves to race and loves most of all to win.
Great shots as they go away from our cameras. You can see both cars off the racetrack over those very dirty rumble strips. But Villeneuve hanging on. He may make history here. The Canadian newspapers may be full of this man tomorrow, but Junior is closer than ever.
2 incredible possibilities here, a championship and a first-time win for a very deserving young man and a team that has worked very hard all year. Another win in the column for the Reynards this year as well. Unser Jr. now really moving into where he has but one more chance, and that will come at Canada Corner.
And to satisfy Barry Green, he only has half a perfect lap to do. Look at Al Jr. He's further behind than he was before.
Unser Jr. maybe he's set in a position to try to get a little momentum as he runs down through the kink.
If he gets through the kink here, Villeneuve without trouble. Al Jr. is too far behind. He is too far behind unless Villeneuve throws this thing into the bushes.
One critical corner, a lot of careful braking here as Jacques Villeneuve makes that turn. The race could be his. The championship looks like it's little Al's. They make the final set of turns. Coming up to turn 14. A championship and a first-time winner decided as Jacques Villeneuve becomes the 212th driver since 1909 to win an Indycar race, and Unser Jr. takes the championship for Penske Racing. Al wins his 2nd championship, his first coming in 1990. And the celebrations will begin at both ends of the pits. Villeneuve pulls off the edge of the race course. Apparently he stretched the fuel right to the end.
To racing by Firestone, by the terrific performance of Jacques Villeneuve. And never forget that Pac West, in the form of Mauricio Gugelmin in 2nd place, has suddenly entered the ranks of the top team. So a lot of new things have happened in this race that are significant and are going to give shape to the way the season develops.
So working the final lap now. Jacques Villeneuve may in fact have his 2nd IndyCar race wrapped up. 2nd place may still be in doubt as Gugelmin is still being attacked by Bobby Rahal. There's Pruitt running under in 4th place. Christian Fittipaldi is going to come home with a 5th if he stays where he is. Boycel is 6th, Danner is 7th, Vassar is 8th, 9th is Danny Sullivan, and Brian Herta is 10th right now. None of those positions in contest as we watch the leader.
At that early age, it could be his 2nd IndyCar win.
Boy, is this a future champion of IndyCar? Look how smooth. He knows there's a checkered flag waiting for him, and there it is. The first race of the IndyCar season is done. They celebrate. In Jacques Villeneuve's pits, he has taken his 2nd IndyCar victory. Gugelmin comes across the line in 2nd, followed by Rahal, followed by Scott Pruitt, then Christian Fittipaldi in 5th.
Run these cars right now just as hard as they can be run. So adhesion to the track is a little bit scary sometimes.
There's Salazar in that yellow and green car going by. An experienced road racer, Eliseo Salazar, coming out of IMSA, driving for Dick Simon here. A very, very fine performance for him today. 40 years old, a very veteran driver, but a rookie here at Indianapolis.
No one has ever come from 2 laps down to win the Indy 500. The youngest winner thus far in the history of the race was Troy Ruttman. Now, Jacques Villeneuve will be looking at a white flag and one final lap, a final 2.5 miles. An unbelievable run. The story will be told that Jacques Villeneuve went 2 laps down on a penalty and fought his way back to the front of the field across the South Chute for the final time in front of Bobby Unser.
Going by us, and he's looking really good, Paul. No problems.
Larry Lyondike staying right there, wants to get in that winner's picture. Jacques Villeneuve on the backstretch.
The magnitude of his achievement. Listen to the roar of the crowd. Back from 2 laps down. Only his 2nd year.
first Canadian on his way to winning the Indianapolis 500. Jacques Villeneuve on the home stretch, and the 79th Indy 500 has been won by Jacques Villeneuve as Arie Luyendyk screams by on the outside. The young Canadian has taken the win. There's second place, Christian Fittipaldi. Third place is Bobby Rahal. Eliseo Salazar finishes in fourth. Robbie Gordon comes across the line in fifth place. And look at the despair of Leslie Goodyear. The jump on the pace car cost Goodyear the 500. Let's go to Gary.
He does not make many mistakes.
Nothing changes at the front of the order. They'll see the white flag this time. 4 miles to go. Villeneuve, then Tracy. There's Vassar, Andre Ribeiro, Bobby Rahal, Fernandez, Pruitt, Fittipaldi. All answer the white flag. Christian Fittipaldi.
All in a line here. Scott Pruitt still hangs on to the back of Adrian Fernandez. And there's Christian Fittipaldi, who should have been right up with these leaders, except he lost track position with that fuel stop. And look at Johansson. Johansson running. He is running in 10th. He's in the top 10.
Parker Johnstone, who's off and on, back on, trying to make up, still at the tail end of the leader lap, running 13.
Emerson still running. You saw a quick glance of him running 15. Had that wheel problem earlier. But here's the battle. Can Jacques Villeneuve hold off Paul Tracy?
He does seem to be somewhat quicker, though Tracy's been closing under braking on the final lap. Tracy's trying to stick with him. Get under braking, closes just a bit, but Jack's faster off the corner.
Oh, Jacques kicks up the dust. He has the right side wheels over the curbing.
Looked down for a second, too, as he did that. Now back to that more traditional kind of head slightly cocked to the right as he moves into the kink.
Fastest part of the racetrack. Down between the trees.
Through Thunder Valley, Canada corner now.
Oh, Ribeiro's making a challenge on Vassar. He gets closer.
Ribeiro, Rahal, they close. Coming to the final corner. Unchallenged now. Jacques Villeneuve makes that final turn. Tracy drives her deep, but he protects second place as Jacques Villeneuve climbs the hill, and he will take the checkered flag at the Texaco Haviland 200, the fourth win of his career, followed by a very heads-up Paul Tracy. There's the celebration down in Newman Haas. They're real pleased with that second place. Nothing changes
behind
as
Michael
they come
now.
to the top.
And indeed, he seems to be catching him.
Just a year and a week ago, Brian Herta injured so badly at Toronto. His career seemed to be at least on hold temporarily as his legs recovered. He managed to come back, get this ride. Then he had a good start to the season, a bad middle part of the season. Look at him now.
Here comes Herta as he makes his move on Michael, and he's got him with 2 laps to go.
But no!
Michael comes back as Herta falters.
But look at Villeneuve.
The white
Villeneuve
flag
is in the
comes
middle.
out. Villeneuve comes in on the charge. The white flag is out. 2 miles to go. 1 lap as Villeneuve moves for the lead.
Anything is possible.
Michael, he touches Michael. They both keep going. Oh, what a great run.
The greatest race of the year.
So now Jacques Villeneuve has picked up the lead. The crowd is on its feet and cheering.
Unbelievable.
Herta tries to play catch-up now.
Just a little dirt to put onto the track.
I think Herta missed a gear. I don't think he's in real mechanical trouble. I think he missed a shift. That's why he dropped suddenly back.
Final set of corners now for these two. Jacques Villeneuve has it, but Herta now has the challenge. Can he come up and close on Villeneuve?
This is Villeneuve's canniest race. He's driven great races all year. This is his smartest, most patient, and he will extend his championship.
Quick little straightaway ahead. Jacques Villeneuve, and then Brian Herta as Villeneuve screams for the checkered flag. Herta can't catch him. Villeneuve takes the win, taking the lead in the last lap. Brian Herta comes across in second. His teammate Vassar in third. Bobby Rahal in fourth. Jacques Villeneuve has scored the victory here on the Burke Lakefront Airport, his 4th of the year and the 5th of his career.